welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the A's taking on the Braves. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. So here's the lefty, number 77. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And another ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. Way high. The pitch. Swings through for the catch. And about front for strike 3.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Now punts. And here it comes. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next to hit, Miguel Velasquez. Man at first, one away. Big swing and miss.
I think he was sitting off speed.
Comes a 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, I think that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something out, extend that at bat.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And now the lefty. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Santana makes the grab, and that's the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. here with my pal Siggy, showing the slab in today's game, number 39.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Now it's the second baseman, Quezada. A 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the righty deals. Out to short. Whips it to first on the run. 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Number 71.
And at first, now it's the power speed combo, Contreras.
2 balls, 1
Pitch
strike.
out, but no action. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That's
That misses the zone. 3-1. Down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's some real power at the plate. Ramos. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now the DH, Aldo Mendez. Left-hand batter waits. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Here's the rookie right fielder. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way. Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
That's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the batter now, number 2. Runner on the go. Throw, save.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
The pitch. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. One out, and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. Out to short. Throws to first in time. So up next, Vasquez.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Swing and a miss. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here's the third baseman, Reyes. Runs it up to 96 to avoid the punch-out. The run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Felix Cruz. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Siggy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. And there's a ball.
It really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
On the ground, out to short. Sends it across the first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's a big power threat. Kenneth Rivera. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
So 2 down now, and here is Alexis Cruz. Home team down a run here in game 1. Rips one to right, and that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. of the third inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, number 12.
Number 12.
The pitch. Off the mark there. 2-1.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now the number 2 hitter punts. Kicks and deals. And delivers outside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
1 out, base is empty. That's in there. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time. One. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Gerald Caballero. Here's a 2-1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Santana now at the plate. And a pitch. Reads at the bender for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Quezada. 2 down, nobody on. And now 2-2.
And we hope that changeup got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, number 25. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that one is lifted in the air under it. Puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
At the belt and fires. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Now it's the right fielder. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
And there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. It's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. You can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. Two outs. This to third, and it kicks off the bag, and it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the power hitting catcher, Vasquez. Right side. Quezada. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. Game 1 of the World Series. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, number 97. Righty delivers. That one a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And now it's 3-2. Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now the third baseman, Contreras. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's pitching until the first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ramos, the next to hit. And the right.
Papi, Luis Ozoa está poderoso.
Right side, hard hit. Velasquez takes it to the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Luis Ozoa está que pica, mi gente. Nos tiene con un.
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Reyes. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
The 2-2 on the way. Misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And here is number 12. Drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Here's the center fielder, Ponce. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. That one missed.
It's a good take.
Three-two now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Miguel Velasquez waits on deck. And a pitch. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Number 25 in the on-deck circle. Ponce off of first with 2 away. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Blue. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the left fielder. Next offering upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fall off foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Two on, 2 outs. And downstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
This one popped up. Down first base side. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. Puerto Rico have the advantage, 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Felix Cruz. Now close with that one. And a count 2-1. And another ball.
Expecting that guy to come right at you with a fastball. Something in his arm because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
The line to the pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he deals. Stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff double.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the left fielder, Kenneth Rivero. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, fair ball inside third. We're back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, nice line drive to the far side, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
That's a little bit low. No. I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one down the line and foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Gerald Caballero.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a count 1-2. Cruz over at second. Rivero on at first with 2 down. Swings and misses at the breaking ball there. Got him. Getting over on the strikeout. New inning getting started. Leading off, Aldo Mendez. Left-hand hitter waits. Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. Up the middle, Quezada. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Fights it off, you'll see another. Here's a 1-2. The short stop takes the ball. Two down. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Vasquez waiting for a turn at the plate. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
2 outs. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. And now the switch hitting catcher, Vasquez. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And now the lefty. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Sizing this one up. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The A's on top 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Quezada. The pitch. On the ground to short. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop. Three one, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. On the second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Here in the bottom of the 6th. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now the 3rd baseman, Reyes. Ripped on the ground to second. Gathers and throws to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman. 1 down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is is causing a few awkward swings.
Punts will hit next.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Oh, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. You can't catch up.
Two down, nobody on. And nice into the work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom of the seventh. Now it's the DH, Ramos. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter.
Must be nice to play a superstar off your bench, huh?
The other way. Takes the grab, one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there, making sure for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one is absolutely belted. And they tie. It's 1-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. The good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come on your swing. He stayed on it and got on it.
Kenneth Rivera digs in now. And a pitch. And that's just foul. The wind and the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The wind and the pitch. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. All tied up. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Now this is in the air down the line. Lays out, and it's off his glove. Base hit, and the inning continues. Not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Man at second here with two away. At the plate, Gerald Caballero. Line drive. And that is the inning. This clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching the World Series on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Joseph Estrada. Miguel Velasquez getting ready to hit.
When you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. get back going with a foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the pay.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The kick, the 3-2. He goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on, and you don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So now here's the DH, Aldo Mendez. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Efrain Nieves. And the batter now, Santana.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And the slider just misses. Next off from upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, he gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
He can run up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And it's ball 4. Miss down low.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now it's the second baseman. Quezada.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Drop to short and caught.
You go ahead and count 3-1. I think as a leadoff man that's got the ability to change the game with your speed, you want to really, really lock in on your pitch in that 3-1 count. And he hit a borderline pitch there. That's just adjustments you want to see a kid make. He didn't make it in that at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now it's going to be Contreras.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And into the ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yaxel Rios. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Lopez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fastball for a strike. 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings for it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam. He's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Kicks and deals. Got it! Looks like he's pulled up right where he left off.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout. And this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. And here it comes. And that's outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
Players trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Vasquez to bat next. That one finds the zone. And now 3-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot. He's in cruise control, out of it, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun affair. And all of a sudden, becoming out of this guy in the mound. Somebody's going to move this thing out. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Now the catcher up to hit, Vasquez. Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody on here at the top of the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
So 2 down, Reyes now at the plate. That one misses, and it's 2-1. And fouled off. Man at second. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
Number 12. It's on down. And ball 4 to a ball.
Number 12.
So the lineup flips over. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. And the righty deals. And a count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's the 4th out. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jorge Lopez. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Harold Figueroa.
Designated hitter, Harold
Way outside, ball 2. Action in the pen down there. Freddie Garcia, the right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Now all even up.
Thank you.
Felix Cruz in the on-deck circle. At the belt and fires. This one high in the air to left center. Punts on his way over. He's got it. And there's one away.
The first pitch, number 10.
And here's the first baseman, Felix Cruz.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
One ball.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a 1-2. And another ball. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Just missing there. And that's ball 3. Kenneth Rivera in the on-deck circle. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now the left fielder, Kenneth Rivera. Trying to send this extra innings. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Righty to the plate. And a good eye there. And misses inside.
Boy, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Velasquez takes it himself, and that means we're going to extras in the World Series. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 10th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Luis Bonilla. And now the center fielder, Hunts.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
To third, and it finds its way through for a hit.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that around.
And now the first baseman, Miguel Velasquez.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Here's the left fielder. Now snap throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. On the ground, 2 ball. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Second basemen definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball and gives you a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
First and second, one out. Next is the designated hitter, Aldo Mendez. That's inside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Swings through that one for strike two. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Number 66, up and throwing. Flores, a left-hander, also throwing. Two on, one out. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a good second out. I'll tell you, this one probably fired up and get out of this, and we got go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now it's the right fielder. Next pitch is outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. 2 and 2 now.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Popped up. On the move. And that's the 3rd out.
That was an opportunity to do damage. He popped it up instead. Frustrating at bat. He'll be thinking about that one for a while.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 10th. And now the right fielder, Alexis Cruz. Is a 1-1. And another ball. It's all foul. The pitch. That one close through the ball. And that's ball 3. Evidently not too impressed with that call.
Perdona. Ay.
He's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire. He thought this was his time.
Esto está corriendo color gris, mi gente.
Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
With the winning run on at first. Here are the extra innings.
Esto se está poniendo color gris. Ay.
Nice running catch. And there's one down.
Ay, Luli.
Here's the center fielder, Santana.
Va para afuera, Santana, mi gente. Va para afuera. Uy.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench.
Ahora sí.
Maldonado.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boone. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Here comes the pitch. That misses the zone. Oh, that's ball 2.
Ay, Luli.
One down, winning run on first. Next pitch is outside. Chris without distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ground ball left side.
No.
Two.
No.
There's one.
No.
easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Diablo, qué jugada de fae.
Staying in the game on defense, Maldonado. He entered as a pinch hitter, but this might get interesting. Not a position as you. To playing here. Now it's the shortstop. Ball to strike. In the air, right field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit, Vasquez. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of guy, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing.
Base is empty, one away here in extra innings. That one almost got him. That misses the zone. Reyes to bat next. Outside, and that is ball four.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there. A quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get it home.
One down. Here's the third baseman, Reyes. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. In the air, left side. He's under it. Pulls it in. And there's two away. Here's the second baseman.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Two outs. There's a strike. And now it's even up. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're here at the top half of the 11th. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now it's the second baseman, Quezada. The 1-1. Slice the other way and foul. And a pitch. And looking. And that's the first out.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Now the number 2 hitter. One down, base is empty. That's a base hit.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it down for a clean call. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Contreras. And the right-hander deals. And fouled off. 1 down, winning run at first. We are in the 11th. Pitch misses it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a curve misses outside.
So when we got the base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2 now. And that's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Pitching change here, Yabucao. 2 on, 1 out. Harold Figueroa will hit next. Hard ground ball. Coming home. Here comes the save.
Season, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Una cera, mi gente. 1-0.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runs on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 runs on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
apart.